You know, my mama used to say that Kirby is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And that's exactly true with this one. It's called Kirby Planet Robobot. And man, this character, you could just slice and dice and deliver him in any kind of flavor that you could possibly want. I like the creamy nougat flavored Kirby myself. No, but this is a guy that he's been a mini golf. He's been a pinball game. I loved Kirby Mass Attack, where there were a bunch of Kirbys dealing with all the sort of objectives in that incredible DS game. You have to go find that. It's a total buried treasure. But this Planet Robobot likes to shake things up in some interesting new ways, because I don't think that we've ever, in all of the myriad number of ways that we've been able to enjoy Kirby experiences in the past, ever been able to take our little pink amorphous squishy jelly roll character and jump into a mech and walk around and stomp on bad guys and burn them with our fire effects or beat them up with our giant stone fist hands. But that's what you can do in this delightful game. This family-friendly title that gives you the power of a giant oversized mech to deal with all of these cutesy bad guys that want to get in your way and steal the sundaes. A lot of familiar gameplay in here. We've played a lot of 2D Kirby experiences before. That's exactly what we're getting here in the story mode of the game. There are some great jumping into the background Mutant Mud style scenarios in this game as well, where they're really trying to play up the 3D-ness of this experience, and it does look great on the new 3DS in 3D. The 3D really does pop. It's very flashy, very colorful. Every menu choice, every different copy mechanic transition, all of it just is flashy and elaborate and beautiful to behold. I'm really impressed with the graphic stylings of this game. You even get some really cool effects where you'll get hammered or punched into the foreground and Kirby will come and splash and slide off the screen. Very cartoony. None of that stuff is surprising. What is surprising is how much more enjoyable the game becomes when you jump into that mech. But I'm not surprised, because I love giant robots, and anytime they introduce giant robots into any game, I am there, I am sold, I want to play that, and I did want to play that with this game. You could transform into a jet craft, and there are even some 2D scrolling space shooter levels in the game, which are really fun to play. And they've also included, of course, this is Nintendo trying to sell us more amiibo. Smart on you, Nintendo. But you can get new Kirby exclusive amiibo characters that give you new abilities as well, and costumes for the characters. All of that stuff is really cool. But you can also go back into your amiibo library, and I know you have some. If you're watching this video, I know you have at least one or two amiibo. Well, guess what? You can pull those back into this game, and you get copy abilities on the fly, which is great. Kind of cheats a little bit, because you might be down to just a little titch of health bar, but then you get that copy ability and a little bit of health bar back, and then you can take on the enemies any way that you want. A little cheaty, but fun, and a good use of those amiibo. It's actually kind of fun to play this 3DS game with a whole stack of amiibo all the way around you, just doing that sort of mix and match type thing. Same kind of way that I played Yoshi's Woolly World not too long ago, with my amiibos all sort of as an audience there. This is fun. Story mode, though, is augmented with extra modes. You've got this kind of sort of questy clash mode where you can combine with other players, either wirelessly, and you can share the game. Not everybody has to have the cartridge. You can share the game with other wirelessly connected 3DS owners, or you can play with AI comrades and go into battle against bosses, and then you sort of RPG up a little bit, you level up. There's also an isometric mini game in here as well, where you're dealing with lots of different bad guys on a playing grid, and you're trying to knock out as many as you can in sort of these combo-rific explosions, and then that sort of leads up to a boss fight as well. It's a good diversion. The main sort of meaty chunk of this, though, is the story mode, which is actually split up in a very kind of familiar way if you've played any 2D Mario or Sonic type games. There's lots of, or Kirby games, because there's been lots of 2D Kirby games over the years. Lots of little sort of computer cubes to pick up that will help you unlock new areas, unlock new costumes. There's stickers and badges and little collectibles and things to find all over the place. There is that, addictive, compulsive loop that I always find in these Kirby games. Maybe it's because they're so effusive and happy and charming and colorful. Even the mini game where you're trying to shoot your Kirby as far as you can in between levels, it feels like it's this buffet of little playable bits, and just lighthearted fun in these Kirby experiences. I think that is why You know, and it's also the chameleon-like ability to kind of recreate itself as a franchise. I think that's why Kirby has been so successful for so many years. And this is definitely not the best Kirby experience I've ever had, but it's up there. It's a great one. I'm going to give Kirby Planet Robobot an 8 out of 10. Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.